I don't think you can describe how that feels to us as their caretakers to have to see that kind of suffering from patients. I can't prevent anyone from getting COVID. All I can do is try to keep COVID from killing you. And so we are not the front lines, we're the last line of defense. And so what we need is for people to step up and to wear masks and to distance from people and just try to keep themselves safe and everybody else safe. The last time I was on service, I took care of 5 patients who had COVID. 2 patients I had were a married couple in their 80s, and I admitted the wife the day before I admitted her husband to the hospital, and that was the first time they'd been separated in 62 years, and the wife got sicker and sicker, and she died in the hospital, and her husband had to watch her die, and so he had to see that fear and that grief. It's heartbreaking. I took care of a woman who, after over a month in the ICU was recovering from COVID. And that should be a win. But we were trying to call her family every day to give them an update, and we couldn't get a hold of anyone. And then one day we found out it's because her husband had died of COVID, and her daughter had died of COVID, all while she was in the hospital. And so how do you tell somebody that? How do you tell somebody that their family has died? But it is a lot of patients from marginalized communities and people that have fewer resources and less access. And so these are not patients that are getting COVID because they're going to bars and restaurants and parties. We're seeing a lot of essential workers that can't stay at home. We see a lot of families that have housing insecurity, so they have no homes to go to. We're seeing healthcare workers, we're taking care of colleagues who we see in the halls every day, and people we work with that we're now having to take care of patients. It's terrifying because we can find physical space, we can make rooms, we have made rooms, we can get ventilators, we can get equipment, but we can't create doctors, we can't create nurses to take care of patients, we can't create respiratory therapists to manage the ventilators.